What is up, everyone? I am the one, the only comic outlaw, yes, sir. And it is time to rock and roll and get things started, yes. And let me just say that this is an honor to be talking about this gentleman, this villain, one of my top all time faves. I would say a personal hero of mine, an inspiration, a man that truly loves his country and hates his enemies with such an unholy vengeance that it brings down the angels and heaven shudders at the name Doom. Yes. Now, this is a special Doom figure. This is the infamous Iron Man Doom. Face right there. Now, infamous Iron Man, you ask? What is that? Doom is Iron Man? A, a heel turning babyface? Could it be? Could it be? Well, stranger things have happened, especially if you've watched the WWE. Now, this is his version of the Iron Man suit. He kind of took on the mantle after that, well, dumpster fire that was Civil War II. My lord, what a dumpster fire. You guys really screwed the pooch on that one, didn't you, Marvel? Anyways, he takes on the mantle. There ends up being a scuffle with the Mad Thinker. They try stealing his. It's a real odd story. But anyways, he does become Iron Man for a while. I'll give you a good look at the suit. Brought a little green into it. It still has like the standard Iron Man suit, and he took off with it for a while. He had some adventures, I guess misadventures. He had the Thing hunting him the whole time, which was really cool. It was a lot of scuffles between him and the Thing. His mother actually makes an appearance too, because Doom is not only a foremost scientist, he is also a sorcerer as well. Doom is a man of many parts. Doom got his appearance in the Fantastic Four back in the 60s. He's had so many tastes of power. He's drained the Silver Surfer's cosmic energy. He's searched for the Infinity Stones. He's been an ally to Crane the Conqueror. Whenever there was some kind of mix up with the Infinity Gems, Doom was usually sniffing right behind them. His thirst for power, his knowledge, his technology, his ability to kind of mend magic and metal and science all together. Just a genius onto himself. Very interesting fact, he's kind of the goddaughter of Valeria, Reed Richards' daughter, because he kind of helped bring her into the world, and she kind of looks at him as an uncle. Very fascinating. Like I said, Doom is a very complicated character. He has many parts to him. Believe it or not, like some writers made him out to be a dick to his people, but a lot of the writers kind of all agree that he loves his people. He does take care of them. You know, don't get me wrong. He is a dictator, but he's a benevolent dictator. You know, he handles his people. They have health care. They love him. I've seen a Fantastic Four issue with the Fantastic Four land. They start throwing rocks at them. You know, so Doom. And you've probably heard me say this speech before. You know, if you watch my show, I've seen Doom's praises all the time. He's been an enemy for the Avengers, Spider-Man, X-Men. This man has done it all. I've actually covered him. He was critical in the Fantastic Four versus X-Men. I covered that a little while back. I highly recommend checking it out. Very cool. Doom is just a villain's villain. He's hasn't done too well in the movies. You know, I'm going to give the first actor a little credit. You know, people talk a lot of crap about the first two Fantastic Four movies. I don't think they were that bad. Suck it. That's all I got to say. I don't think they were that bad. The actor that played Doctor Doom did a fair job. I think he carried it very well. Had the swagger for it. And yeah, it was better than that other dumpster fire, F4 or whatever it was. It got F5 out of the box office. Ooh. So let's not talk too much crap about Jessica Alba or anybody in that group. You know, Evans, Captain America, was a Human Torch back then. You don't believe me? Look it up. But yes, this is the infamous Iron Man, and I just love how it comes with the Victor's head. Um, it's so interesting that they make these figures, you know, and I love how he was sort of a good guy. You end up finding out that it was just kind of a trap by Mephisto. Eventually, that it was kind of like a big, you know, it's a lot to explain. He thought that Reed Richards was hunting him. It turned into a big old quest. It ended up being Mephisto. Him and Doctor Strange end up beating him. He gets visions of the future. It's Bendis. So that I should have just started with that. Bendis wrote the story. So I would have to do a whole show just about what happened with this guy. You know, which probably be a good idea. You know, throw me a like and subscribe and let me know what you like. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. Now, we should open it up, don't you think? Got my key to the city right here. Now, Doom has had a lot of appearances in the cartoons. Back in the early 60s when they first came out, Doom was one of the first villains to come out. He's just made his way through all the media, cartoons. The Avengers, he had a good stint in. The Fantastic Four have had quite a few cartoons over the years. They've always done a fair job with Doom. You know, his Avengers run is pretty cool, you know. But you really gotta appreciate villains the way I do. And Doom is just a class act unto himself. Complex. I recommend for reading the Book of Doom. Great book. There's a whole What If series. Ooh, see? I like this. Cape just ploops right off. Put that there for now. Alright. Alright. I don't see too much plastic. I want to make sure I don't pop off the little laser beams and such. So, there we go. And I guess the hoodie solid. So, let's pull out the cape. And I like this a lot better because you guys have heard my show. I hate it when it slides out. It sometimes ruins the paint. But this is a lot better. Let's see how it fits. Oh, let's see. Kind of tucks under. I guess it's Doom in his glory. The cape is really loose. So we'll take this off for now. It's more for display, I suppose. And I think, yep, you can remove the hoodie too. No, you can't. I guess it just pops right off. You put the Doom head on, which I'm, to be honest with you guys, aren't gonna do. You know, I like Doom in the mask. You know, it's part of his appeal. And basically, he got those scars during a high school or a college mishap, where later on, years later, you find out that it wasn't his miscalculations. It was Ben Grimm that messed with his experiment. And that's what caused like the scarring on his face, which led him to wear the mask in the beginning. You know, another thing to check out is Doom 2099. Oh, where Doom goes forward in time and retakes his country and just brings glory back to Liberia. I mean, now this is like the Iron Man beam because the Tony Stark figure comes with the same kind of setup. But this is interesting. This is kind of looks like he's generating energy. Doesn't stay on too well. But I guess it's supposed to make like a laser blast or something coming out of his arm. Something like that. But I have to say though, it's well articulated. It does remind me of the Iron Man Tony Stark that I have on my shelf over there. I do like the cape, even though it is a little loose. The colors match really well. It's a nice piece to have. And I don't care if this was a heel turn or whatever, because Doom is Doom and he's going to go in my villain set up there. Yes, this is an excellent toy. I've wanted a Dr. Doom for a while. And I will take Infamous Iron Man any day, because a Doom by any other name will still bring Doom to you if you mess with him. Yes. This ruler from Liberia, like I said, has done it all. One of Marvel's premier villains, I think, does not get enough love. I think they're going to do a Loki movie. Why not do a Doom movie now that they brought the rights in? Or not even a Doom movie or a Fantastic Four movie where they introduce a decent Doom, decent story. He has so much history with the group. It's a shame not to introduce him now that they have the rights to him. Even a mini series with Doom, like the Book of Doom, would be awesome. Or even like an animated series with Doom 2099. Just throwing it out there, Disney. Gotta make that money. Dr. Doom will make that money. Yeah, yeah. So, Doom, Infamous Iron Man. I'd check out the story by Bendis. I think it was like a miniseries, 12 issues. Book of Doom, Doom 2099, a Fantastic Four, of course. There's always Doom sprinkled in that. Chris Claremont run when he worked with Doom, where he brought Doom into the X-Men. Recommend that. Fantastic Four versus the X-Men. A lot of good stuff with Doom in it. And as always, I'm the Comic Outlaw, and I will catch you on the flip side. Laters.